Hey y'all, this is Destiny checking in with today's Daily Diamond. Hey family, as always, I would like to say welcome to anybody who is new and checking out my podcast. I thank you for the support. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and that you follow all of the rules. The winner will be announced on Friday, December the 7th. Make sure you enter in the giveaway. $25 gift card, lip gloss from Kisses by Shelly, and some lashes for the ladies from Royal Crown Extensions. Now, before I do anything else, you know that I have to thank my sponsor. So first, you know that we have Royal Crown Extensions, the only hair that I wear. Make sure that you check out Royal Crown Extensions for your mink lashes, your bundles, your bonnets, your wigs, and your closures. Then, of course, you know we have our up-and-coming braider, Lisha. Make sure you check out Lisha for your box braids, your buns, your ponytails, your curls, and your feed-ins. Then, of course, you know we have my absolute favorite lip gloss, Kisses by Shelly. Make sure you check out Kisses by Shelly. The official relaunch is this Thursday, December the 6th, which is Shelton's birthday. So make sure you check out Kisses by Shelly. And last but not least, we have my best friend, Tiana Nate. Make sure that you like, subscribe, share, and comment on all of her YouTube videos so that you can be entered in her $50 giveaway. As soon as she reaches 100 subscribers, she will be giving away as soon as she reaches 100 subscribers, she will be giving away $50. Now, as always, if you shop with any of my sponsors, make sure you let them know that Destiny sent you. And on to today's topic. So the focus for today is presence and being present. And when I say being present, I literally mean being present. As a parent, quite often, my children have a way every single day of reminding me of my true purpose and of who I necessarily belong to and what I am responsible for, what I am required to do. And so just yesterday, my son put me in a place in which I had to be reminded that my job is to be his mother at all times, and I have to be present. And I'm not even saying just being present as a parent, but being present as a human being and being present as an individual, right? When we are doing a million things and we are busy with life or school or work, relationships, whatever you call it, doesn't matter if you're young or old, right? We have a almost innate ability to be on like auto, cruise control. We do everything out of memory. We get to do everything out of just the routine, and we forget to be present. And so I challenge you today to think about how you could be present. How could you be more present and be more purposeful in your everyday life and in your everyday experiences? If you've ever been driving, and this is for the adults out there, if you've ever been driving on the freeway and like missed your exit because your brain was just kind of on autopilot, and because you had driven that route so many times, you kind of knew where you were going, but you kind of weren't present. And so, you missed your exit, or you missed that turn, or you pulled into the wrong lot, or you pulled onto the wrong street, right? Because quite often, especially as adults, and maybe it's just because I'm an adult, we wind up on autopilot. We don't pay attention to the things that are going on around us, and we are numb to a lot of our day-to-day interactions, a lot of our day-to-day activities, and a lot of our day-to-day conversations, right? I'm a teacher, so I engage with children all the time, but a lot of my conversation is extremely repetitive, and so quite often I'll get put in a predicament myself where I'm on autopilot. However, being on autopilot is not necessarily healthy. Being on autopilot is not necessarily the best thing for us to do. If we're going to keep our focus on ourselves and our mental health and being happy and being stable and being purposeful and doing what we need to do for self, right? Sometimes we have to come off of this here autopilot. We have to make every effort, every attention. We got to focus on literally being present. So being an active participant in everything that you do and everything that you encounter so that you can be present. With young children, they almost force you to do things that you wouldn't do in your adult mind and in your adult life, right? So children force you to give them emotion. They force you to give them affection. They force you to talk. They force you to listen. They force you to cry, to yell, to scream. They literally force you to be the human version of yourself. And I think it's an absolute beautiful thing because it forces you to be present. And for my young people out there, I know it's a million of y'all out there and you're listening and you're walking around with your headphones plugged in and you are kind of just tuning out the rest of the world. How cool would your life be if for one day you didn't tune out the world? You didn't walk around with your headphones in, and you paid attention in class, and you paid attention to your friends, and you paid attention to the conversations, and you tuned into those things that help make you a better person and a better individual, a better student, a better sister, a better brother, a better boyfriend, a better girlfriend, a better whatever you need to be. And so today, that's our focus. I challenge everybody who is listening to be present today. Pick one component of your life, pick one aspect of your life in which you choose to be a little bit more present. I choose today to be a more present parent and be a more present educator. And maybe you're going to choose to be a more present student, a more present friend, a more present mate, a more present individual in general. If you're out there and you're like, yeah, no, none of this stuff applies to me. How can you be more present? And when we begin to work on being more present, we get into a place in which our spirit gets awoken. We wind up being woke. We wind up being bushy-tailed and bright-eyed because we are literally present. We are woke. We are absorbing. We are watching. We are moving through all of the things that we encounter, that we touch, that we taste, that we see, that we hear during the day and during our week and during that particular moment. And so today, let's do that, right? It is so crazy to me how much better I feel when I get a little bit of sleep and I purposely make moves and make choices to put myself in a positive place. If I choose to put myself in a positive place and I'm only going to accept positivity and positive vibes, then I'm actively being present. I'm actively acknowledging who it is I am, what it is that I need, and then I'm only accepting that thing. But I got to be present to accept that thing. I just think about all the time how I interact with my students, right? I have to be present to recognize their emotions and recognize who's having a good day, who's having a bad day, who's off, who needs a hug, who needs a phone call, who needs this, who needs that, right? I'm required to be present, even though a lot of times I wind up on autopilot. And even though I wind up on autopilot, I have an opportunity every single day to fix it. I have an opportunity every single day to put myself in a more present space. And so I don't care what it is you choose to do today. Just pick something to be more present about. Maybe you're going to pay attention to time. Maybe you're going to pay attention to nature. Maybe you're going to pay attention to the weather. Maybe you're going to pay attention to yourself. Maybe you're going to pay attention to your credit. I don't know what you do, but take time to be more present, because every day of our lives is a gift. And every day that we have, it's not necessarily promised. And so when we take ourselves off autopilot and we kind of get out of our own way and get out of our heads, we realize how blessed we truly, truly are, and how much we truly, truly have, and how much, if things were different, we wouldn't have. But you got to be present to receive all of that. And it reminds me quite often of dua, or prayer in Islam, right? When we pray, we turn to the east, which is representative of facing Mecca, but you're also facing the sun. You're facing all of this energy. You are facing all of the things that are necessary in our life, right? But when we turn to the east and we raise our hands, we pray with our hands open. And people always say, or people ask me, what's the point of open hands? Open hands, we can't receive anything if our hands are closed. You cannot be present if your hands and your eyes and your heart is closed. I cannot receive any of our lives. I cannot receive any of God's blessings if my hands are closed. And so I must receive it with open hands. My hands, my heart, my spirit must be present at all times. And so today, I challenge you to be present. I'm not saying that you necessarily got to turn to the east and open your hands and pray. But what I'm saying is be open to receive. Be open to be present. Be open to be active, because you can have a good day. You can have a good week. You can have whatever you so choose, as long as you are open to receive it and you are present and you are an active participant in your day-to-day interactions and your day-to-day life. And so today, that's your challenge. Work on being present. And this is Destiny signing out with today's Daily Diamond. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and happy Tuesday.